What's going on, guys? Your boy Maze, we're back with another video, and in today's video guys, me going over who I think the November and December festivals will be respectively, and why I'm saying that you guys need to be saving your gems for these festivals, as they're going to be the new best units in the game and pretty much change Grand Cross as a whole. Man, let's hop in and let's discuss, guys. But before we actually hop into the video, definitely make sure to like and subscribe. Your boy Amazing is on that road to the 40,000 subscribers, and if you guys have not hit that subscribe button already, man, what are you guys doing? Tune in for the channel. I'm going to be covering all the content you guys need for Grand Cross, covering from November, December for all the content, man. So let's hop in and let's discuss my thoughts on who I think the new festival characters will be for November. So we open up my box here, and these are all the characters in Grand Cross at the moment, guys. Now the thing is though, right, the last year's festivals for November and December were Ultimate Escanor and Purgatory Meliodas. These were the two characters that released. We had a light attribute character being Ultimate Escanor for November, and for December we actually had a darkness attribute character as well, and this was Purgatory Meli. So my thing is that I don't think we're necessarily going to follow the exact attribute patterns for, you know, the days of those times. So we're not going to get like a darkness attribute in December, and we're not going to get a light attribute in November. I feel like it could be either or. It really just does depend on the character. Now for my prediction on who the character actually will be, is it's going to be Chaos Arthur as the first festival for November. Now the reasoning for why I think we're going to be getting a Chaos Arthur is because we're leading to the end of the story here, guys, and Chaos Arthur is probably the next big festival character that we could release, considering the chapter story we're in right now. So I think the latest chapter story right now in Grand Cross is the fight against the Demon King right now, but once we're done the whole Demon King arc, guys, we will be moving into the Cath arc, where, you know, Cath is possessed by the Chaos powers, and Arthur, Merlin, and the rest of the Sins have to actually defeat Cath, right? So that's the arc that we're going to be going into, because right now we're still on the final battle with the Demon King, and we have to finish off the Demon King first, so we do have that final chapter left. So my thing is, right now, I do think that because of the, you know, the time frame and the end of the year and the way they do it, I do think that the November festival has a high likelihood of being a Chaos Arthur, right? So that is the first one. Now for the December festival, I do think we're going to be getting another Meliodas, as every single end of year has been a Meliodas. If we go to Meliodas just in the game right now, pretty much every festival Meliodas has been a New Year release. I think the only one that wasn't a New Year release was LR Lost Vein, because he was the first festival to actually release ever, really, right? That's pretty much what happened. We had Assault Mode Meliodas our first November, we had Trader Meliodas our next November, and then we had Purgatory Meli. Now I do think they're going to keep that trend. I feel like Meliodas is the main, you know, takeaway from Grand Cross. Like, if you do play 7 Deadly Sins, you know Meliodas is one of the big hype characters, you know, for sure from the game. So I do think that we will be getting another Meliodas. Now the thing is though, considering we do have two Darkness Meliodases in the game, I actually do think this Meliodas will probably be a light attribute character. Now hear out my reasoning, guys, hear me out. You know, you guys are gonna be like, Amazing, you know, Meliodas is a demon, he should be darkness attribute. But the thing is, right, the Meliodas that I'm thinking we could probably get in the game is either going to be an Assault Mode Meliodas that does the Sins ultimate in the final battle against the Demon King, or we're going to be getting a True Magic Meli, which was actually seen at the end of the fight after the Demon King as well. We have two Meliodas that I feel like are the possibility. We either have that Assault Mode Meli or we have that True Magic Meli. The only thing is between True Magic Meli and Purg Meli is that they're very similar, because True Magic Meli and Purg Meli have the same, like, True Magic effect, right? It literally is called True Magic for Purg Meli, so I don't know necessarily if we're gonna get a True Magic Meli because of that, but I do think that that version of that Meliodas is definitely hype enough to be a, you know, end of year festival for sure. So pretty much what we're saying though is that we're probably gonna be getting a Meliodas, right? And then for the December, and then November will be the Chaos Arthur. Alright guys, so the reason why I mainly think that we're going to be getting Chaos Arthur for coming to Grand Cross for November Fest is because we've been getting a lot of humans throughout the year that have been good characters, but aren't necessarily the characters that I feel like would make, you know, humans the #1 team in the game. I think that they are going to be moving in that direction, where they're going to be buffing a lot of the human characters in the game. And the thing is too, we've had LR Escanor release earlier this year, and LR Escanor is a human character that has to have characters from the backline and the front be all human for him to actually work, right? It says if all allies, including these secondary slot heroes, are all human, then you get all the effects that LR Escanor is able to provide. Now, I do think that because LR Escanor has released already, that they're already kind of leaning towards moving into that human meta and releasing another very, very strong character that could make LR Escanor super insane. And I do think that a festival Chaos Arthur would be the way to go about that, because right now the only real, like, you know, backline character for the team is either this Arthur or Easton. And if they want to make, you know, like a dedicated team, I think where's the Easton actually? This Easton right here, right? So like the only thing is right now with that is that I feel like they'll go in the direction of just releasing this Arthur and making him like a very strong DPS, and he'll be along the team where you run either LR Escanor, Chaos Arthur, either like Transcendent Bond or Roxy, like either of those, and that'll pretty much be the team right there. And I think this will give a lot of flexibility for newer players to get into the human meta so that they are able to start building up a human team and then participating with that meta, because right now I feel like it's pretty well heavy considering the characters you need, like Roxy and then LR Escanor. You know, not everyone's gonna be able to have LR Escanor considering he's an LR. So yeah, that's pretty much kind of like my idea, is that Chaos Arthur will be the gateway to like everyone running humans and just the new, you know, emergence of human meta. So that is my reasoning for Chaos Arthur. And then mainly for Meliodas is just because he is, you know, they have a Meli end of year every single time, guys. So it's kind of just a given, right? We know we're going to be getting a Meliodas at the end of year. It's really just which Meliodas will we be getting, and you know, that's kind of just determining what it is. So I know a few people have been saying in the comments like, amazing, is it going to be like Demon King Meli? And I don't think it'll be Demon King Meli, because we already have a Demon King Zeldris in the game, and he's just considered Tyrant Demon King. He's not even considered Demon King Zeldris, right? So if we were to get a Demon King Meliodas, I think Demon King himself would be the same name character, and they wouldn't really, you know, it wouldn't really work. Like, how could you run Demon King and the Demon King Meliodas? Because they're both the same character in a sense, right? So it wouldn't actually work, and you wouldn't be able to run the team. So my thing is that they'll probably stray away from going to the demon realm, and they'll probably focus on this Meliodas being a Sins, you know, buffer, right? We look at the characters that are in Sins right now, and if we actually go to it, the Sins team is pretty good, but the LR Meli could definitely get replaced by this new Meliodas, and that could be a way that they want to actually buff up the team by adding a Meli that could just be the slot for LR Meli, right? You know, because LR Meli is great, and I do think that he is good, but I think that the slot that he, you know, provides on the team could get replaced and could just be better by having just a general Meliodas that's just insane in the game. Because the team right now that they have in Grand Cross is going to be Queen Diane, Transcendent Bond, LR Meli, and I do think that this new Meliodas could be a way to bridge the gap between, you know, Chaos Arthur and the human team being super strong versus the Sins team that could actually compete with that team and maybe even be better, you know, for the time being. We'll also have to see obviously how the meta actually, like, you know, unfolds. Are people going to be mainly running humans, or are they going to run Sins after the Meliodas? We'll have to see. We really don't know for sure, but these are kind of just my ideas off the top of my head here, guys, and if we could be getting these characters, we will have to see, right? So that is pretty much my idea for these characters, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think and what characters will be the November and December festival. I know people in the comment section be like, amazing, isn't it too early to get Chaos Arthur? And the way I tell them is that we're on the final arc of 7 Deadly Sins, guys. We're moving into the 4 Nights of Apocalypse, and if they want to kind of bridge the gap between, you know, the 7 Deadly Sins and 4 Nights, you know, using Arthur as a way to do that is going to be a great idea, because Arthur can be the character that, you know, since he's going to be at the end of 7 Deadly Sins, and then also he's in, you know, 4 Nights as the main villain, it's going to be a great way to use him as the, you know, the gap where they can go from 7 Deadly Sins into 4 Nights of Apocalypse for Grand Cross's character releases in the future. Considering we do have the 4 Nights of Apocalypse anime going on right now, I definitely think that having a Chaos Arthur from the last arc of 7 Deadly Sins as the next festival makes a lot of sense, and, you know, will definitely help for the human team in the future, right? I think we do definitely need a character that can suffice for that, and Arthur would be really good. And then for the demon side of things, I don't think demon teams will get buffed anytime soon. I think the main thing that the Meliodas will provide is that he'll be a buffer to like Sins characters, right? Sins team is obviously really good, but I do think that a Meliodas that does like a Sins ultimate where all the Sins like attack together, like a really big combined attack, that'll be a great way to have a Meliodas not necessarily be like a demon oriented character, and they could have him go towards the Sins, which I think would be better for longevity, considering that the demon team right now I don't think is going to be getting any buffs after, you know, pretty much Demon King that he came out, when he came out, right? I don't think we're going to be getting any buffs past that. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, man. That's pretty much it for the video. I hope hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.